Welcome back to the Sage Audio channel. Today we'll be discussing our pick for the top 10 free mastering plugins. We'll be covering some of their functionality as well as taking a listen to some of them, so stick around for the full video. But first, if you're an artist, engineer, or producer and you have a mix that you need mastered, send it to us at sageaudio.com. We'll master it for you and send you a free mastered sample of it. All you gotta do is set up the short account, upload the song, and we can do the rest. And number 10 is MSED by Voxengo. MSED by Voxengo is a powerful tool for any mastering engineer looking to both monitor and affect their stereo image with just one tool. MSED is an encoder and decoder that can sum channels, separate stereo channels into mid and side, swap channels, invert phases, and a lot more. A mid-gain function allows you to increase the gain of your mid channel, in turn making your mix or master more centered. The side gain function allows you to increase the gain of your side image, in turn making your mix or master wide. Correlation and right-left balance meters at the bottom of the plugin allow for close monitoring of your signal's balance, and a stereo graph on the right offers a quick way to visually understand the width of your mix or master. Let's listen to a stereo mix being widened and narrowed, as well as hear some of the other functions.
Met you at a time when I was so low. Went from just talking to taking. I don't wanna go back to who I used to be. So if you ever leave me, I promise you.
At number 9, we have Isolate by TB Pro Audio. Another tool used for monitoring, the Isolate by TB Pro Audio is a fantastic plugin that allows you to quickly monitor 5 bands of your mix or master. The bands include low frequency, low mid-frequency, high mid-frequency, and high frequency, all of which can be controlled by altering the 4 crossband rotaries at the top. The slope of these bands can be altered from 24 dB per octave to 48 dB per octave to create greater separation amongst them. Now, these bands can quickly be soloed or muted, and multiple bands can be chosen at once if needed. 5 channel modes add to the flexibility, making it possible to monitor these bands in a myriad of ways. The monitor section allows you to solo your left, your right, mid, and side channels. Lastly, a dim and an output knob allow the user to adjust the level of the signal or to quickly attenuate it if needed. Now let's take a listen to a track while engaging these various functions of the plugin.
Met you at a time when I was so low. Went from just talking. I don't wanna go back to who I used to. Promise you won't let me down.
At number 8, we have BL Waves by Blue Lab. If you're looking for a new way to visualize your projects, the BL Waves by Blue Lab is a great free option. The display is unique in that it shows a spectrogram from variable and controllable angles. By clicking and dragging the display, you can alter the angle, in turn getting a new perspective on the frequency range and amplitude of your mix or master. The window can be adjusted to 3 sizes, and 3 modes can be engaged that alter the display between frequency, time, and a point-based display that seems to take both into account. The speed alters the rate the lines refresh, whereas the density alters the number of lines displayed. Lastly, the scale alters how exaggerated the lines respond to the amplitude of the signal. Now, although I personally found this plugin to be a lot more aesthetically pleasing than a typical frequency analyzer, I did notice that it can negatively impact the sound of a master by causing jitter. That said, be sure to remove this plugin from your inserts prior to exporting your mix or master. At number 7, we have Console by Analog Obsession. The console models one mono or stereo channel that you'd find on a summing mixer or mixing desk. An input rotary introduces up to 24 dB of gain, as does the output rotary. With these two functions, you can easily create saturation and harmonic generation by increasing the input and decreasing the output. The plugin also offers 3 various model modes, including Gray, which is the cleanest option, Blue, which creates high-order harmonics for a crisp and bright sound, and Black, which creates mid to high-order harmonics for a more full sound. The bus and track mode alters the routing, as does the XFMR mode. The XFMR mode enables 1 transformer emulation when the plugin is in track mode, and 2 transformer emulations when the plugin is in bus mode. Lastly, 2 equalization knobs control which harmonics are more prominent, with the low rotary increasing the amplitude of low-order harmonics and the high rotary increasing the gain of high-order harmonics. Let's take a listen to the console plugin.
Met you at a time when I was so low. Went from just talking to taking you home. I don't wanna go back to who I used to be. So if you ever leave me, promise you won't let me down. Promise you won't let me.
Number 6 is Frontier by D16 Audio Group. Frontier by D16 has been on our top free plugins list before, the reason being it's a great looking and sounding plugin that offers some flexibility that you wouldn't expect out of a free plugin. The threshold enables an auto makeup gain function that increases the overall amplitude of the signal, whereas the output rotary serves as the ceiling. The release is input dependent, but with 3 choosable modes: fast, medium, and slow. The input can be controlled between the left, right, and mid channels. When mid mode is selected, the width of your image will be affected. Lastly, a soft clip function allows for gentle to significant harmonic distortion that can pleasantly amplify your signal. Let's take a listen to it.
Met you at a time when I was so low. Went from just talking to taking you home. I don't wanna go back to who I used to be. So if you ever leave me, promise you won't let me down. Promise you won't let me. Promise you won't let me.
Number 5 is Bittersweet by Flux. Now, if you've looked into free plugins before, odds are you've come across this plugin. In case you haven't, the Bittersweet plugin by Flux is a transient shaper that works surprisingly well on masters. The rotary in the middle of the plugin allows you to easily shift between a smooth, transient reduced sound or an aggressive, transient accented sound. The fast, medium, and slow settings on the left allow you to alter the attack time of the plugin's dynamic functions, whereas the period slider under the main rotary allow you to change the duration for which the transient shaping lasts. The link icon allows for automatic gain attenuation or makeup based on the settings, but this can be disengaged. The mode slider alters the incoming signal between mid and side, just mid, and just side. Now, if you're looking for an incredibly fast and easy way to affect the timbre of your mixer master, check out the Bittersweet plugin. Let's take a listen to it.
Met you at a time when I was so low. Went from just talking to taking you home. I don't wanna go back to who I used to be. So if you ever leave me, promise you won't let me down. Promise you won't let me. Promise you won't let me.
Number 4 is Overtone GEQ by Voxingo. Now, the very act of using this plugin or inserting it on your signal introduces complex harmonic generation that makes your signal sound fuller and more nuanced. 7 bands at 64 Hz, 150 Hz, 350 Hz, 1 kHz, 2 kHz, 6 kHz, and 12 kHz give you a fair amount of control over the equalization curve that you impart onto your signal. The default setting is a great start, but changing your routing to mid and side stereo gives you the advanced control over both your frequency response and your stereo image. Now, if you have the need for it, the Overtone GEQ can also support various surround sound settings, making this plugin truly versatile. Now, A/B comparisons allow you to compare various curves, while the plugin's customization settings allow you to personalize the display to your liking. Now, if you're mastering, an oversampling function provides an easy way to avoid any unwanted intermodulation distortion and aliasing. Let's take a listen to it.
Met you at a time when I was so low. Went from just talking to taking you home. I don't wanna go back to who I used to be. So if you ever leave me, promise you won't let me down. Promise you won't let me.
Number 3 is HP L2 Processor by Acoustic Field. A truly unique plugin and one that stands apart from any of the others on this list, the HP L2 processor converts any signal into a spacious and natural sounding one. Now designed to provide headphone users with a more realistic sound, the HP L2 processor gives headphone users an idea of what a mix or master might sound like over loudspeakers. Although the plugin doesn't completely provide listeners with an absolutely accurate depiction, it does give an engineer a new perspective on a mix. By prioritizing the mid-range and altering some of the phase relationships, the plugin recreates the signal to sound more open, in turn changing a forward and punchy headphone mix into something that's kind of washed out and distant sounding. Now with that said, it definitely isn't a great idea to use this plugin as an effect unless for a creative purpose, but it does help to create a new perspective when mixing. When using this plugin, the only parameter that you can control is the output. Now, typically, using this plugin decreases the overall volume by 3 to 6 dB, so you'll probably be using this to offset some of that attenuation. Let's take a listen to this plugin, and if you weren't already, now would be a good time to use some headphones.
Met you at a time when I was so low. Went from just talking to taking you home. I don't wanna go back to who I used to be. So if you ever leave me, promise you won't let me down. Promise you won't let me. Promise you won't let me.
Number 2 is Loudmax by Thomas Munt. Loudmax by Thomas Munt is basically a reverse-engineered clone of the Waves L1 limiter. It imparts clean compression on a signal and uses input-dependent attack and release settings to create a loud and clear mix. The threshold incorporates an automatic makeup gain so that when it's lowered, the mixer master becomes louder. The output serves as a ceiling for the signal, ensuring that clipping distortion doesn't occur. The ISP button enables intersample peaking detection, also known as true peak detection. This ensures that no peaking is occurring between the samples. Now, the link function allows both faders to be controlled simultaneously, which is a great method to use when you want clean and transparent compression on an individual instrument or vocal. Let's take a listen to it.
Met you at a time when I was so low. Went from just talking to taking you home. I don't wanna go back to who I used to be. So if you ever leave me, promise you won't let me down. Promise you won't let me. Promise you won't let me.
And number 1 is DP Meter 4 by TB Pro Audio. At number 1, we have what might seem at first to be a boring metering plugin, but if you're at all interested in saving anywhere from $70 to $150 on a virtually identical plugin, then the DP Meter 4 is definitely worth your time. The DP Meter 4, although not the most aesthetically pleasing, accurately displays multiple metrics regarding the loudness and peaks of your signal. Additionally, it allows you to set the measurements for various broadcast standards. It shows the true peak and max peak settings of your signal, as well as informs you of any distortion clipping that's occurring. A peak meter in dBFS is shown on the right side of the plugin for your stereo output, as well as 2 additional stereo outputs should you choose to set up your monitoring in this way. On the top panel of the plugin, you can alter the measurement type, a DAW sync function, automation, channel configuration, the incoming gain, the reference level, your signals level as compared to your reference level, your RMS mode, and sample size the RMS measurement takes into consideration, and the filter type used for measurement. You can also easily access the manual by clicking the DP button. Now, resizing the plugin is as easy as dragging the window from a marker in the lower right-hand side. So, these are our picks for the top 10 free mastering plugins, but what do you think? Leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Also, if you're an artist or an engineer, send us one of your mixes at sageaudio.com. We'll master it for you and send you a free mastered sample. All you gotta do is set up this account, upload the song, and we can do the rest. But thank you so much for watching. We really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and share this video with your friends. This way we know if you'd like to see more videos like this one. Also, you can subscribe to the channel. We release new videos every week, and subscribing is the best way to stay up to date. There's a comment section where you can leave your thoughts on this video or a suggestion for a future video. And again, if you're an artist or an engineer and you have a mix that you need mastered, send it to us at sageaudio.com. We'll master it for you and send you a free mastered sample. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.